Hang Time is part of the Globally Balling Network, and you can check out our social media. That's facebook.com/globallyballin. Instagram, don't forget to follow us at Globally Ballin Official. And don't forget also to tweet us. You can tweet us your suggestions of who you want us to interview in all kinds of sports here in the Philippines. That's at Globally Ballin. And for all of our sports fans, we've got more shows for you here from the Globally Ballin Network. We have the Globally Ballin podcast, an eternity of basketball, Hang Time, and Who the Heck Are We? Just check it out on our YouTube page. That's at Globally Ballin. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time we release a new video. And we have a new network show. Help us welcome Who the Heck Are We for sports opinions and stories. It's available on Spotify and on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and follow. If it's still not enough that ball is life, well, for all our shoot lovers, basketball lovers, we've got an eternity of basketball just for you, provided by the Globally Ballin Network. Again, available on Spotify and on YouTube. And for a quick and easy way to find us on all of our social media and all of our different shows, you can check it out. Our link tree that's on the site right there, and you can find the link at the top of all of our show descriptions. Welcome to another episode of Hang Time, and I don't know, I always say this about all the episodes that are all special in their own way, but this is a tad bit more special because for my guest today, I can say really she is one of my best friends and someone I can rely to. And finally, I'm so happy to share also her story with all of you. So for today, joining us is none other than Ana Gopico. Ana!
Hi! I'm so excited to be on your show at 9 a.m.
Don't reveal the time.
Oh, sure. Okay.
It's
so
okay.
excited to be here. I just had my coffee. I'm so prepared for this.
I love it. It's like, our usual... Well, it's not our usual morning routine when I'd sleep over in your house because we're still in bed usually by 9 a.m. until we actually have to leave.
Because I feel like we always like sleeping in. Like, we love our rest.
No, yeah, because we don't get it often back then. Don't you agree?
Over it, Katipunan, remember, like during our college days, and then we just be like, can we sleep over at your place?
We're always sleeping. I think that's our favorite thing to do together. Like, just sleep.
It's our bonding time.
It is. I think people don't realize that sleep is such an important thing in friendship. Like, if you could all just hang out and sleep together, that's like the most ideal hangout ever.
Sleep over. You think it's a slumber party, but it's not a party.
But anyways, for those watching the video, your background is kind of interesting because we're seeing a lot of sun and a lot of sounds also. What is going on?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm at a beach court because I'm trying to be fit, staying fit. Because the COVID quarantine, lockdown, made me gain so much weight.
Parang true story para sa lahat.
For everyone. And I feel like it's because the volleyball season is coming up na soon. And my teammates are trying to start working out and like getting in shape and stuff. So I'm forced to go also.
Wait, bakit forced to go? Bakit teammates? Hindi ka ba kasama?
Because I'm actually... This is the end of my chapter.
Oh my gosh! So, nagbabagang balita, Ana Gopico is fill in the blanks, ano?
I am actually... This news is too early pa.
Actually,
actualize things. Pero
I'm getting teary-eyed just by the thought of it. No joke.
I'm actually officially leaving volleyball behind now.
Oh my god.
Kasi
Oh,
I'm gonna start a new chapter of my life. And if actually not a lot of people know my course, so it's diplomacy and international relations. Major in Southeast and East Asia
hey!
and minor in Korean studies. 안녕하세요.
Korean hearts for everyone.
Yeah, so I'm trying to pursue the track now. I'm trying to start my international relations career, and I'm gonna be leaving soon. Actually, next week I'm gonna be leaving on the 28th to go to Israel.
Oh my. Yes. For those who didn't know, so when Anna told us this, I literally called and was crying, inconsolable. Medyo hindi ko siya kinausap for some time.
No, because okay, because diba, COVID ngayon, so it's really been tough on everybody. And I feel like everybody wanted to isolate themselves and take their time to heal also because
Mm-hmm.
it's really tough and everyone. Like, different things happen. Like, probably some got laid off or, especially in the volleyball industry or sports industry, yung kabuhayan natin isn't really parang that stable in a sense
Yeah.
because like when COVID happened, what happened to the players and the athletes, di ba? Parang medyo nagkakaroon ng existential crisis also na what do I do now with my life na I have nothing to do. Volleyball was stripped off from me, like taken away from me, ganyan. So that's when I also decided na, oh, maybe like I start applying for jobs that's related to what I'm doing or like my college course. And it's actually been my dream ever since also, aside from volleyball, the volleyball stint. So, stint. Ang tagal ng stint. 18 years.
Girl, that was like, it's almost half of your life currently.
It is. It really is. It's been a huge part of my life, and leaving it behind to pursue my other dreams, I feel like it's the necessary growth that I have to take so I grow also as a person, and I'm also able to help more people aside from um, volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, also during COVID, I've realized a lot of things about because I was also stuck in Siargao for quite a few months, diba? Parang
Yes.
4 months. No, so I went to Siargao, and then that's when I realized because I've been working with Chams and Nicole Tiamson, so she knows. You guys know her Spiking Syrup Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to help grassroots development programs for volleyball in the Philippines, and obviously, like a lot of people in Perlas are actually very how do you say it? Parang I'm so amazed by them because they have so many goals and dreams for volleyball. Like sila Ate Cha and Ate Z and the BVR people, they're trying to grow sand roots from the Philippines because we are an
Yeah.
island. So it's actually shocking that not a lot of us knows like beach volleyball or like like it's something that they want to grow. And that's great because it gives a lot of opportunity for kids to be athletes and I don't know, like just to grow talent in general. Like there's a lot of things going on there. And I saw it in Siargao because there's so many talents, like untapped talents that I feel like if you just give them enough chance or I don't know, like it's something, like it's really something. And it really inspired me to also move on and help more people in general. And I don't know, like it's too deep in the morning. I couldn't really like put it to words, but with with path that I'm gonna take, because my course is centered mostly around OFWs, and during my Ateneo years, like it really showed me, it opened my eyes to what the OFWs have been going through also, and that's really a lot of tears and realizations about how we're so privileged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're provided all these things by our parents and etc. And here they are really just trying to make a living and day by day. And they're experiencing so many hardships in life, like abuses and
Mm-hmm.
morning.
No. I think this is an important thing also to tackle. And what I love is, sinasabi natin na yung mga OFW, sila yung mga bagong bayani.
Yeah.
But let them not be martyrs. I think this COVID-19 pandemic really showed all of the, I wouldn't really what in a state they are. Yung kulang yung protection, kulang yung mga benepisyo na binibigay. And
Yeah.
it's about time that it's also addressed. So, shout out to all who are OFWs or those who have parents who are OFWs and who feel this. So,
Yeah, it really opened up my eyes, and I felt like we could do so much more for them also. Because ang laki ng statistics of OFWs talaga for the Filipinos. And I don't know, like sobrang sad ng mga stories na narinig ko na like abuses, domestic abuse, sexual abuse, ganyan, and nobody deserves that. Oh my God. It's really
nobody.
sad. There's so many things to tackle, and I felt like yung heart ko to help really like it was awakened during the pandemic na parang I have to do something. I
Yeah.
have to do something. We all have to do something to save ourselves, save our fellow Filipinos, and also the environment. Like nature healed. Alam mo yun, that's really another
Yeah.
thing. Very much. And guys, bring your own straws, please.
Bring your own baons,
Bring
you
your
know,
own lalagyan. And
like
did you know that
sustainability.
Siargao was actually very environmental friendly because they don't really use single-use plastics?
Okay, so nandito na po lahat ng mga promotion for tourism, being environmentally friendly and sustainable. Yung advocacy ni Ana para sa mga OFWs. So for all of our viewers and listeners, if you also have
much.
advocacies that you'd like to share, comment, let us know, messages in our social media accounts. You have Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. So anyways, Anna, those are all things.
I'm so sorry. Like, there's really just a lot of things that we have to consider kasi we have to go beyond ourselves. Like, guys, hindi lang, like, lahat tayo nahihirapan. If we could just make it better for each other, that would be great. A simple
that's so
smile
true.
could actually, like, the smallest thing you could do is really just smile. Diba parang when you see a stranger, you smile. Like, that could make somebody's day na. Small things.
So baka yung mga iba, they might be naninibago kasi parang, wow, hindi namin alam si Ana Gopico, marami talaga. But this is really how Ana is. Majority of her talk stems really for her wanting to evolve as a person. And I think that's why we get along as friends and as human beings is because it's really the drive for self-growth and also to help people and to make the world a better place. And I know this is yung first part ng interview natin, medyo mabigat. First, you're announcing na magre-retire ka na from volleyball. And then second, yung state ng mga OFWs natin, mga ating kababayan
I'm so
sa
sorry,
abroad.
yung outline natin medyo malalim pala.
No, it's fine. I think, diba, what's good about this is we're opening conversation also for people to join and for people to be aware of the situation. Because like nowadays, our biggest like enemy is misinformation.
Totoo. That's actually very true also. Because people really don't read.
You don't have to say it. That's upfront, Anna.
I mean, no, parang sometimes we just see yung headline, di ba? Parang we don't really read into it na parang, ay, ano ba yung sabi ng article or something. And I feel like COVID also, as much as it helped me realize a lot of things, for other people, they're just at home and they couldn't really see what's out there, the reality of everything. And I'm grateful because I was able to go through it, like see it personally. Parang I'm well traveled in a sense. Pero as much as we want to see the good things in a place, we also have to see the bad things. So parang how can we help these places? Lalo na yung mga, oh, eto, IPs also. Ang dami ko
Mhm.
nakita talaga. Grabe guys. Parang hindi ko kaya na ganito pa lang kaaga. Ito rin yung pinag-usapan ko. Hindi ko
Sige,
pa na-actualize. Wala pang connection masyado. Wait lang.
but while we're already talking about advocacies, I think this is a good reminder to all of our viewers and listeners to please register to vote for the Halalan 2022. So it is our responsibility, I guess, as Filipino citizens, and let us take accountability for our next future leaders. Anyways,
Yes, I agree.
let's
Kailan
move
ka ba
on to now.
nag-vote? Are you a registered voter? For you to say that?
Yeah,
Ah,
dude, of
very
course.
good.
I am also I'm an advocate of people really voting. It's a must. Everyone knows this. Like there were people I threatened na if you don't register to be a voter, FO.
Very you.
Yes, that is very me.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways, let's move
Okay.
on to lighter topics. Dahil, I mean, I know you're eager to move on. At saka, kami rin, like, your friends, your fans, sabik to see you take on that next stage of life and next chapter. But let's take a look back on your volleyball career, how you started, because, for me, it has one of the most beautiful stories. Kasi
Talaga?
because you've been playing volleyball ever since you were young. And like, hindi ko lang na-request earlier yung mga throwback photos mo kasi yung mga ibang volleyball players ngayon, mga nakakasama mo pa sa palarong pambansa. Tapos mga teammates mo sa CSA, sila Gia.
Yeah. Actually, okay,
So,
so I started when I was in grade 5. Kasi parang it's actually funny kasi I'm not really into volleyball. I didn't know anything about it. Pero my parents just forced me into things as usual. Alam mo yan, parang as a kid, I mean, I don't know if you've experienced that, but like I had to go to swimming lessons, to badminton lessons, to piano lessons. Parang they really try to make me like an all-around person, and I guess that's also how you find what you're passionate about in life, diba? When you try things, different things.
mhm.
So they forced me to try out for a volleyball team in CSA kasi yung family friend namin, they're all volleyball players and they're not in the Philippines anymore. So, but they were good. And CSA kasi has a really good volleyball program. I don't know if you know,
Yeah,
but
I heard.
I think we all know.
I don't know if you know, but if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And then, no, so I started in grade 5. So that was probably around, how old was I? I don't really remember. Probably like 10 years old or something.
Yeah, 10 or 11?
Yeah, and I'm now, oh my god, I'm freaking 25.
You're
And
like
it's
in
still
that quarter
ongoing.
quarter life.
That's been 15 years. Oh my god, girl.
It's crazy. That's why, I mean, even I can't believe that you're leaving it. But again, throwback muna tayo bago sa present.
Yeah, but I feel like even though I'm leaving it, I'm not really leaving it entirely. Just, I'm still gonna try to grow it for sure and be involved. Especially now that I have these people around me who are very passionate about helping you grassroots talaga, yung roots ng Philippine volleyball. So I'll forever be involved for sure. But anyway, no, so like that was 15 years ago, and then I cheated pa yung tryouts. Kasi I didn't want to do it anymore. So, Sir Coach Amanelo, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry. Anyway, so parang they're making us do 10 digs or something, and I didn't
Oh
even
my
know what a
gosh.
dig was. So I was just like, and then my ball was like this high lang. Tapos sabi dapat 50, and I just did probably like 25 or
Oh my
something.
gosh.
Kasi I just wanted to leave na. Kasi parang gabi na guys. Sabi ng mama ko, be home agad. Tapos, anyway. No, so I tried out and then, like I got in because I was a tall kid. So parang they probably saw potential because I was already very athletic to begin with. And
Mm-hmm.
then ayun na, parang actually when I think back, I love I really had like a good run. Although like I feel like I peaked early. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
Medyo I was pretty what do you call this? Like I had a lot of awards also before like high school ganyan. And um parang best setter na lang yata hindi ko nakuha. Charot. Hindi, joke lang. Hindi, joke lang yan. Marami akong awards na di nakuha for sure. Pero I was multi-awarded and then like I even joined a school games, ganyan. So even in high school, I was able to represent the country na, and I felt very fulfilled already. And then college happened. I was in Ateneo and I was recruited by Coach Roger. Oh, don't forget, Coach Vita was my high school coach. Yeah,
Oh
shout
wow.
out Coach Vita. If you know, you know. And then,
Like I think all volleyball fans would be able to connect the dots as this player was under this coach also coach. You know, we always say na volleyball is such a small community. It really
it
is.
actually is. Tsaka, Coach Vita is really known. Like, I don't know. Even mga teammates ko now, parang, ay, Coach mo na sumisigaw. Oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alam na nila yun. Tapos, no, so I was recruited by Coach Roger. So, syempre kasi we have to shout out talaga sa coach na pinanggalingan natin. Kasi kung hindi dahil sa
True.
kanila, we wouldn't be where we are, diba? So, we have to give credit where it is due talaga. Tapos, she really like, forced me. Forced me to be a good player. Ganon.
You always needed that push eh. Parang like now kasi you rely na on your own strength to push yourself. Pero you weren't always
Yeah.
like this. I also saw you grow into becoming a very strong and reliable woman.
Thank you.
I got you.
Tapos, yeah, no, but obviously, like, it wasn't like that at the start. Kasi syempre, I was a kid. Tapos, iha, bunso, ganyan. So, what responsibilities? What are you saying? Like, I don't know that. So, parang, it forced me, like, volleyball as a sport really forced me to interact with teammates, di ba? Parang, kailangan mo matuto makisama, ganon, and be responsible for your own things, ganyan. So, that was, like, sa totoo lang, volleyball really helped me a lot growing up. Ganyan. So, ayun. And then, Coach Roger recruited us along with Gia because I was teammates with her ever since the world began.
I know.
So,
You guys have
like,
been stuck to the hip since forever.
yeah, as in, first, yeah, yun talaga, ever since I started, like, she was already there. Pero, like, we weren't that close pa before kasi, wala lang, like, iba lang. And then, nung college kami mas nag-grow together talaga. Kasi nung high school, nag-aaway pa kami kasi
Oh
parang,
my gosh.
siyempre, yeah. No, like, we tell this story, it's always so funny. So,
Okay.
kunyari, nasa
Wait.
game kami.
We have to listen to this.
Yeah. So, diba, Gia is a setter and then I was a middle blocker. Tapos, parang, syempre siya yung nagde-decide nung, like, the plays and whatnot, ganyan. Tapos, nung medyo third year na kami, so it was just, basically, kami yung senior. Tapos, ano siya kasi, very strict talaga siya na parang, alam mo yun, ganun siya na personality. And then, ako, medyo mas at the end of the spectrum. Tapos, yun yung mga fights namin. Tapos, pag sa loob ng court, kunyari, parang I would think, as a quicker kasi, I have to be like, fast also na, okay, saan ba yung blocker ko, malalayo ba yan? Like, I'm also thinking, and then, syempre, she's also thinking for the team. Tapos, I would say, na, like, Gia, like, A. Tapos parang siya, hindi, like, B nga. Ganyan. Tapos mag-aaway na kami kung anong play. Tapos, basta like, it's okay kasi we ended up like working it out. Like, it works for everybody naman. Ganyan. So, sobrang funny talaga sin sa loob ng court. Parang, Gia, kanina. Tapos, I don't know, minsan nga si coach, hindi na kami kina-coach masyado kasi kami na lang nag-away. Like, what to do?
Kasi yung problema is the communication between the both of you.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not really like a problem naman kasi we're communicating. That's why, medyo like,
Hindi lang
like,
nagma-match.
but it works. Oh, it doesn't match, but then we still both wanted what's best for the team and like, we all see that naman kasi it works. So, sometimes we just have our own thing going on. Tapos, yeah, and then college happened. So, it was hard. Girl. Kasi, nung pagpasok namin, our coach suddenly changed. So, from Coach Roger, it became Coach Sai. And
Yeah.
yun yung parang first na Sai talaga na trained sa
Yes.
team, di ba? Parang ganun.
Oo.
Tapos, so batchmate namin siya. And then biglang 2 times a day yung training, ganyan. And before nung si Coach Roger, parang once a day lang. Tapos after class pa. So we had to wake up morning. Talagang 5:45 on the dot. Andun na. Tapos
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
we had to run. Like, di ba yung sa jogging? Oh, jog, 30 minutes. Jog. So parang the oval, you jog it. Sa amin, run.
I know, I remember. Like, the when we'd have our sleepovers, I think, or like before with sila Gia would wake up at like 5 a.m.
Yeah, she has, she even eats breakfast.
Yeah, like, so tulog pa kami, tapos biglang, wala, nararamdaman mo na umaalas si Gia.
And then, no, it's so funny kasi she wakes up to eat, ganyan. Like, she takes her time, ganon. Kami, as in, kunyari, 5:45 training, we wake up 5:34, ganon. As in, kailangan, bawat minute of sleep is so important na if you wake us up a minute early, well, as in, I think you experienced that, like, we snap.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Like, 1 minute.
Normally, ang na-experience ko na magsasnap, like, pag ginising na maaga, si Maddie.
Si Maggie.
Oo. She's scary. She's really scary. Pag kulang siya sa tulog, like, there are days na talagang she chooses violence. Sabi nga doon.
Chooses violence. It's so funny, but I'm not really one to
Avoid.
talk because, yeah, I'm really also not a morning person. So, parang if I wake up in the right side of the bed, like, good morning! Either it's like that or it's...
The thing is kasi with you, kung kulang yung tulog mo, like some people are like mad in general. You're a combination of sad and mad. So,
That's so
parang,
sad to hear.
it's very hard. Like, it's really hard to deal with
No,
you guys.
actually, it's so funny. Basically, you just don't talk to us when you wake up. Because,
Yeah.
there was a time also that my coach Tai, I don't know, because I have a resting bitch face, so it's really just like this. But I'm not really mad. That's just really my normal face. Tapos, my coach would piss me off talaga. As in, si Coach Tai would say, Ana, good morning, Ana. And then I would just fake cry. Because he's your coach, he can't really be mad at your coach.
You can talk back.
Yeah, you can. So parang, and it's early in the morning, so there's really no time to talk back also.
And no energy kasi you have to run.
Yeah. And you don't want to make you run more. So that's really
so
bad.
true. Like sometimes if you piss off Coach Tai, it's like you're centered. He got his eyes on you. You're gonna suffer.
Para everything you do, you have to do extra stuff. Ganon.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Anyways, like a lot of people talk and a lot of athletes say how volleyball is their life, volleyball is their world, or like, volleyball is everything. And while I'm not saying naman na parang, oh, okay, that's all well and good, but I saw also with you kasi na you saw volleyball as like a way also to, to get bigger things. Parang naging road siya to, like you said, being able to travel, being able to study in a good university,
Yeah.
representing the country. Pero some people think that that makes it like a bit lower, pero hindi rin eh. Kasi, sometimes, while like volleyball isn't all for everyone, sometimes it's just a stepping stone. And that's fine,
To each their own.
right?
Yeah.
And you would understand that.
It is like honestly, if it wasn't for volleyball, I wouldn't have been in Ateneo. Like, okay, maybe I would, or I don't know. Pero depends. Alam mo yan, like if it's God's will, it's God's will.
True.
But um, if it wasn't for volleyball, I wouldn't have had the scholarship to study, like to fund my college, and that's already such a big thing. Because hello, like education is expensive, and it's really not for everybody. Like as much as we would want it to be, not everybody could afford education. And wow, Ateneo is such a great school. It's one of the top schools in the Philippines. So who am I to reklamo, di ba? Parang where it got me. And aside from that, honestly, like I have a scratch map in my room na parang if you
Yeah,
went to
yeah,
a place, you scratch it off. And I realized like mostly where I've been, lahat yun because of volleyball in the Philippines and in the world. And parang syempre, like, I'm so grateful. And I got to meet a lot of players from different countries also that I'm still actually in contact or like we're following on Facebook or something. So that's really great because I really love cultures. For me, parang opening up to a culture and finding out things about them, ganyan, that really interests me. As in, nerd or geeky or whatever, but like, yes. Yes
No, no,
to that.
no. Like we all have our own passions, and parang these catalysts that make us want to broaden our horizons. And for
Yeah.
you, it's volleyball because it's such a rare opportunity nga na parang I mean, gets na namin that you say na yeah, everyone should be given access to it, especially if they wanna try. Pero mahirap eh. And that's why everything that you have, because of it, like you tend to treasure it more.
Yeah. And especially kunyari, when we go there, yun nga, we see these kids who wants to play. Like, honestly, I see people na may volleyball net na puno yung pole or kaya parang the net is mosquito net or something. So, sobrang na-warm yung heart ko na parang, wow, like, thank you. Like, I had such a privileged life and it makes me want to help these people na, uy, parang I wanna do something for you. Alam mo yun, give you a volleyball net talaga. Kasi, so, no, so like in Siargao kasi, it wasn't really like a high school grade. So, walang active cases there. And then we tried playing with them, ganyan, and even had like a small tournament for the locals of Siargao. So, we invited them, parang, oh, okay, let's play. And then, we also gave them nets and balls and like prizes, ganon. Pero yun pala, ding dong right? Or something lang. But for me, it's those things na the small things that makes them want to play more and be
Yeah,
excited
true.
also. That's why like I wanna be big or there probably like, I don't know, a lot of things in the future ganyan. And then yun, so one of the things also was if it wasn't also for volleyball and Ateneo, I wouldn't have found my purpose in life or alam mo yun, the thing that I would wanna do talaga. Because um because of my course, like Ateneo offered it. Parang one of the few schools who offered diplomacy in international relations. Parang if it wasn't for their um yung mga immersion with the OFW stuff, I wouldn't have known na like this is what I want to do. I want to help, and this is the best way I could help the community talaga. And it's also the perfect opportunity because I love traveling. Parang really volleyball gave me that opportunity to travel and see what's in store for me. Ganyan. Sobra, like, I'm really grateful, honestly. Sobrang, when I look back, I wouldn't say na may regrets ako, even if I had a lot of injuries also. Like, this one too. Aside from, like, the good parts, there are also bad parts to it, like, waking
Yeah.
up early. But, there's, marami talaga, and discipline, you really need discipline. Ano to, may bad parts din as much as there are good parts. And for me, that's what makes it more fulfilling and satisfying.
True.
Parang you can't really see the good if you don't see the bad also. Parang ganon with some. Like, maybe not the case for everybody, but for me, it made me want to appreciate it more and what I have more. And yeah. Ooh,
No. I
sino
think
kaya?
no, parang when everyone, of course, there's misconceptions about Ateneo na yes, it is a school of privilege, and people even might say na parang nasasabi lang yun ni Ana kasi she has all of these things, all of these good things, but parang what we always say is a person's yung need nila to help people also stems, if not because they saw that there's a lack in something or they're seeing what's wrong, it's also because they've experienced it. And
Yeah.
you said so yourself, you've had injuries. Okay, for maybe for those who are not also, I guess, familiar or who don't know the number or the detail, Anna has had 3 ACL injuries. So that's a big thing. Getting one ACL injury is already mentally and physically traumatizing for athletes. But
is.
to get it 3 times, I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah.
And I think it's better that you talk to us about those 3 things and how you manage to stay strong. Like, that's such an understatement, but really, staying strong is a tough act.
It is actually it at some time, like at some point in my life, it was really just an app for me. When people ask me or something, like my face would just be like, 'cause I don't know what to tell you. But like I've grown so far, then I'm actually able to explain like how I felt and like what I've been through, and I'm also able to help yung mga na ACL because sometimes parang kaming club na parang, oh my god, like ACL, ganyan, and stuff. It's parang like what good, and yun, usually like what I say, I, I don't know, like you can't skip through it. Like it can get really sad really fast. And you can't really do anything about it. Pero parang you have to go through it and you once like you finish the 6 months of therapy or more, parang dun mo makikita talaga na shoot, like I'm going through all these hardships for what, diba? And for the first 2 ACLs, I was really like ready to quit. Tapos I was still with my fellow ACL people. So, like sila Kat Tolentino, sila Kathy Bersola. I really met a lot of people also in Moro, by the way. So, nag-grow talaga yung horizon ko. And at some point, me and Kat were saying na, do you wanna get hypnotized so we can
Oh my
forget all
God.
about these things? Yun talaga, sinun na kami parang ganyan. And like from other sports also, parang sila Hannah Malate. You
Yeah.
know her, di ba? So,
Yeah. Dude, ACL is tough. I mean,
it
of course,
really
I'm
is.
not an athlete, but you guys are my friends, and I've seen how it was frustrating for Anna kasi she would always make kwento na parang makaka-recover pa lang siya from her first ACL, magkakaroon na naman siya ng second. Tapos kaka-recover
Yeah.
niya lang for the second, biglang mangyayari na naman. And it's so frustrating because it also parang prevents you from playing the game again. Parang nakakawalang
It
gana.
does. It's not really nakakawalan ng gana, pero parang mapapaisip ka kasi na, is it really worth it?
Oh.
That's like the biggest question in life.
That's even
Parang,
worse than
with what
nakakawalang
you're
gana.
doing. Yeah, it really makes you think. And I was really ready to quit. Parang, shoot, ayoko na. Pero when you're there, dun ko na-realize talaga how much I love volleyball. And parang, yeah, no, diba, like, if you haven't really been through the worst, you wanna appreciate what you have. And for some time, parang, I felt like I was just going with the flow kasi wala like, my parents forced me into it, or like, I was forced into it, ganyan. And, I mean, I was good at it naman. So, parang, why am I gonna stop? Like, I'm good at it. And then, parang wala, parang kang robot. Alam mo yun, autopilot, ganyan. Tapos, nangyari ACL na parang, oh, magsasnap na, why are you doing this, diba? Tapos, because when I see, like, I saw na, because this sport is my passion also. Like, as much as it gives me the worst times ever, it also gives me one of the best highs of my life. And, oh,
I'm getting teary-eyed.
mga conversations natin. so, yun talaga, like, you really see it. And your teammates, they will give you also the best and worst times of your life. Alam mo yun, parang the worst being, okay, like, dahil may merong pasaway, everybody gets extra rounds. Ganyan. But at the same time, it's the fun, it's the laughter, it's the asaran during your drills and whatnot. Parang one of the best times also. And oh my god, ACL is really the worst kasi it really breaks you also as a person, not just an athlete, but also as a person. And sports psychology is very much needed in this country, by the way. Another thing that we should really put awareness on. Kasi it's really tough, and especially being in the limelight, like, everybody expects so much from you. Na parang, yun nga, like, I was multi-awarded and stuff, tapos biglang, first year mo palang injury, and I couldn't even show what I had yet. So parang, alam mo, mapapaisip ka na, oh my gosh, is God testing me? Tapos you see so many comments na parang, sayang naman siya, ganyan-ganyan, and blah, blah, blah. Or parang, wala na, like, wala na yan, ganon, ganon. And you hear it from so many people, not just from people watching, but like people inside. Alam mo yun? And it really breaks your morale also. But when you go through all that, it made me want to fight. And I like proving people wrong. So, like, that's one of the best things ever. So, like, I really try to fight for it. And to the end, I don't know, parang sometimes you also just have to block those criticisms that who are they in your life for you to listen to their opinion also. Like, do they really matter? Like, does their opinion matter? Mga ganon. May mga parang growth as a person talaga.
No. I think
Kaya. So tayo din.
it's super wonderful, Anna. Kasi parang, it's like, this is such, I don't know, for me, I'm very honored to like get this interview with you. I'm sure it won't be the last interview for your volleyball. Pretty sure lots of people will still, get, but to be able to cover it first, and it's come full circle for you, and really the importance of just making life easier for people. Parang that has been the center of our conversation today, and something that you've always been so eager to push for. At saka, it's so nice because alam ko naman to parang lagi mo naman tong kinikwento. Pero it's even better that other people get to see you in this light, and other people also get to appreciate you for being you, and how you have such a kind and generous heart.
I really like that what you said. Full circle. Maybe that's on the back of my head. Kaya it made me want to move on to the next chapter because I felt
Mm-hmm.
like I've gone full circle and parang it's just time to move on to the bigger C.
Yeah.
Yun. But oh my god. Actually, we haven't really talked much about like my volleyball side. No, parang we always talk about like life. What is life doing to
No,
us?
but because it's true. I always say that volleyball, the sport itself, is just one aspect of something that's so much bigger. Parang it's just one dimension of something that's like how many dimensions. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's the beauty of interviews and getting to hear your stories is you see all of our volleyball players for more than just being players. Now they're advocates of all of these things, and no, it's such a wonderful thing to share with our viewers and listeners and fans. Na everyone's just so eager to get to know everyone.
Things you've actually summarized it very well. Hold on, let me show you what's behind the camera.
Oh, okay, okay. Is that Ate Charo?
Yeah. She was dancing in front of me. That's why I couldn't help but smile. I'm so sorry.
We're glad that she's now part of the board.
Sorry. That's so funny. Okay, sorry.
No, but I think this episode with you, um, you know, it's more of course, in looking back on your volleyball career, but it's an episode of gratefulness and moving forward.
It is, and I feel like yung motto ko for now is when you look at it right now, it might not make sense. Like what you're going through, and you feel like it's the worst thing that could happen, but you can't let it get to you and destroy you completely. Like you have to keep fighting because at the end, oh my god, there's so much more great things in store for you. You just gotta look for it, and actually, sometimes it's already there beside, like in front of you, but you just haven't really had time to look into it and appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much for that, Anna. And you, for all of our viewers and listeners who find themselves as inspired and as empowered as I am with Anna's story, do please let us know. We have our social media accounts on Facebook, YouTube, and you're listening to this episode on Spotify and watching it on YouTube on the Hang Time podcast. But thank you so much, Anna, for your time, for your lessons, for your wise words. And
Was
we
it
wish
really
you
wise?
well. It really was. It really was. Thank you for your nuggets of wisdom.
You're so cute. Okay, thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it, and I missed catching up with you, obviously. But um, it's actually a great time for me to realize like what I've been through also. Because moving on to your next chapter, then diba, parang you have to actualize these things and make sense of the things that just happened.
True. It's just that now our actualizing happened. People are listening.
Maybe, maybe.
Usually, dalawa lang tayo eh. Like, tayo na nag-uusap.
Actually, first time ko lang din to i-actualize yun, so they're all actualizing with us.
So, thank you to
Okay.
everyone for joining us in our actualizing with Ana Gopico. And Anna, really, I do wish you all the best. And I know this isn't the end. And, I can't wait to do maybe another catch up with you for in the next couple of months, see how you're doing in Israel. Oh,
Oh, that would be great. Help me
Yeah.
actualize these things also.
yes. We shall have another episode of actualizing.
Not everybody knows, but we don't always have our shit together all the time. So, ito yung mga one of the few moments na we try to make sense of things.
True. It's all
Yeah,
about
okay.
self-reflection. It's the key to self-growth.
And self-awareness, very much. And self-awareness.
And that wraps it up. Thank you so much, Anna. Take care. Enjoy your day at the beach.
I will try my best.